Hi folks, well today we have water in our Artesian Island Series spa, and we're going to talk about the weekly maintenance that you need to do to your spa. Okay. The water was filled through the plumbing already. It's all the way up. We've now plugged it in and the pump is running. The circulation pump is running and we have filtration going on. Okay. It's now time to install our microclean filter. And we also have our mineral cartridge. This is a Nature's 2 cartridge. And each time we drain and refill the spa, approximately every 4 to 6 months, that combination of that mineral cartridge and this microclean filter will need to be replaced. Okay, come see us. We always have them in stock. Those filters do not need to be cleaned during their lifespan, by the way. The blue filter that's in our Island Series spa does need to be cleaned. So what we want you to do is start a routine. Every 2 weeks we want you to take this out with a garden hose and a nozzle, rinse it all the way around. This filter here should last 12 to 18 months if you properly care for it. If you let it get extremely dirty, it's harder to clean and it will shorten the life of it. So we want you to get as much life out of these filters as possible. Again, this filter needs to be cleaned and rinsed about every 2 weeks. The next thing you need to do for your spa is once a week we need to test our water. Okay? Now we're running a mineral spa with an ozonator or a UV system, but we're still putting a little tiny bit of chlorine shock in each time you get out of the spa. And what you want to do when you get out of the spa is simply turn your jets on and then add a teaspoon to a tablespoon of chlorine shock to the water while your pump is running. Every time you turn your pumps on, they'll run for about 20 minutes all by themselves and shut off. Leave the cover open during this time. Any chlorine that's in there that isn't being used up by sanitizing what perspiration and waste came off of your body while you were in the spa will then gas off. We do not want to build up a residual of chlorine. If you're like some of our customers and you're using your spa 2 or 3 times a day, the next time you go to test your water, you start to see that you're building up a residual of chlorine. You'll need to cut that teaspoon to tablespoon ratio in half or to a quarter. But once a week we want you to test your water and adjust the pH and the alkalinity. And that's as simple as dipping the dip strip into the water, holding it level for about 15 seconds, and then when you look on the back of your test strips, you'll see color comparisons. The first line will be for chlorine levels. And again, we probably should be on the low side of that since we're not running a chlorine spa. The second line will be for alkalinity, okay? And the alkalinity will show up green. And there will be a low, a good, and a high range. We want to remain in the good range, which will be about 80 to 120 parts per million. The other item we're going to be checking today is our pH. And our pH we want to keep between 7.2 and 7.8. Our bodies are all different, but when we get in these spas, we do affect the pH of that water. Now most of us will actually raise the pH of the water by itself. And with that, we would add a pH decreaser, a couple of capfuls. And again, anytime you add anything, you always do it when the pumps are running. So if we're seeing high pH readings, you're going to be using a product called pH decreaser. When you lower pH in the spa, you will eventually see that the other test that we do here, the alkalinity, will also get lower. The pH decreaser will lower the pH and it will lower the alkalinity. Therefore, we have a product here called Alkalinity Up. Our Alkalinity Up will reestablish the alkalinity in the level that we want, between 80 and 120 parts per million. We do also have a product called pH Increaser. Okay? Some people will have a different body skin type. We're all a little different. If your pH continues to drop all the time, come bring that pH decreaser into the store here that I gave you. I'll swap it out for a bottle of pH Increaser. The bottom line is we need to adjust the pH and alkalinity on a weekly basis. It's important for the shell, it's important for the heater and all of your equipment. We do have a fantastic warranty with this, but if we totally neglect the spas, we can cause damage, and we are not looking to do that. So we do need to follow these instructions. The handout that I give everybody when our servicemen give the delivery, please read that. Please go through your manuals. Please fill out your warranty. I cannot never do a warranty claim if you ever need me unless you registered your spa. Lastly, about every 3 months, maybe up to extending up to 6 months, you're going to change all this water out. Okay? You're going to remove the water. We showed that to you on a previous video. You're going to put new water in. We've shown you how to do that already. Okay? You may get a water line all the way around your spa. We have a water line cleaner that you can come to the store and pick up. You just simply put it on a sponge and wipe it around. We also have instructions in that 3-page handout on how to properly clean and protect your cover from the UV rays of the sun. This is basically the maintenance that you're going to do to your spa right here. You don't really have to worry about the cabinet. They're maintenance free. But please remember to test that water weekly, clean those filters, change the water out periodically, and you're going to enjoy your spa for years.